Hello everyone. When it comes to the pronunciation for Chinese sentences, please forget this tone diagram because it's not good for sentences. Instead, today I'm going to introduce you a completely new concept, which is to be called the 3 pitch layers. That is to mean, before you say a sentence, think about all the pinyin of that sentence in one diagram. And then try to allocate those pinyin. Think about which one goes to the high pitch layer, which one goes to the middle and the low pitch layer. Let me show you an example sentence. 我明天跟朋友去饭店吃中国菜。我明天跟朋友去饭店吃中国菜。First thing first, we have to chunking the sentence based on the meaning. I tomorrow with friend go to restaurant to eat Chinese food. So we have these 4 chunks based on the meaning. And then as you can see in this diagram that inside each chunk there are 2 layers. The higher layer are the last pinyin with tone mark in each chunk and the rest at the lower pitch level. And among the 4 chunks, there must be a chunk moved to the next level. Therefore, today, firstly, we are going to see the 2 layers within each chunk. And then we are going to see which chunk goes to the higher level. As you know, each chunk may formed by a different number of pinyin. Therefore, we have to learn the rules to pronounce each type of chunk. For the 2 pinyin chunks, we have to apply the rule let stress. For example, coffee has 2 pinyin and both are tone 1. But in real life, since ka is at the first place, we have to make it the lower pitch and shorter. Fei has to be longer length and higher pitch. In real life, coffee will be cafe, cafe. For the 3 pinyin words, we have to apply the rule medium, light, stress. Coffee machine in Chinese is 咖啡机, 咖啡机. Now fei is not the last pinyin with tone mark. And in this 3 pinyin chunk, fei falls in the middle, which is the pinyin we have to make it super light and fast. So in this way, coffee machine in Chinese will be 咖啡机, 咖啡机. For 4 pinyin words, we have to apply the rule light, 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 stress. It will be something like da 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 da, da 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 da. Only the last pinyin with longer length and higher pitch. So Brazilian coffee in Chinese will be baixi café, baixi café. Very good. Here are more examples about the 2 pinyin chunks. As we already know that we have to apply the rule light stress. The first pinyin has to be sacrificed, make it a lower pitch and shorter in order to highlight the following pinyin. Therefore, let me read those example words. 长长, 长长. Hello, 你好, 你好. When third tone and fourth tone together, third tone is in the first place. We have to make it shorter and lighter. No more big curve, it's just a low flat tone. So to prepare in Chinese will sound like 准备, 准备. This year, 今年, 今年. Right now, 现在, 现在. Especially, 特别, 特别. Very good. However, in the 2 pinyin chunks, if the last pinyin happen to be neutral tone, then we have no choice but to put the stress on the first pinyin. For example, really, indeed will be 真的, 真的. Friend, 朋友, 朋友. Be really careful that when third tone and the neutral tone are together, the neutral tone has a higher pitch than the third tone. So older sister will be 姐姐, 姐姐. And pretty in Chinese will be 漂亮, 漂亮. Some other examples. Clothes, 衣服, 衣服. Grandpa, 爷爷, 爷爷. Inside, 里面, 里面. Awesome, impressive, 厉害, 厉害. Great! We already finished to see the 2 layers within each chunks. Now we are going to see how the 3 layers to be in a simple sentence. So in Chinese, we have this 2 simple sentence structure: subject, degree adverb, adjective, and subject, verb, object. For instance, he very handsome in Chinese is 他非常帅，他非常帅。He is a handsome boy. 是 the verb to be. 他是帅哥，他是帅哥。For those simple declarative sentences without any specific information to stress to let the listener to pay attention, then the highest pitch will fall on the degree adverb or the verb. This is because that if you put the highest pitch on the adjective or object, it will sound like a question. For example, 他非常帅, that will sound like, is he handsome? Or 他是帅哥, is he a handsome boy or not? We don't want to make a confusion between the listener and the speaker. Therefore, the automatic stress, the highest pitch, will fall on the degree adverb and the verb. Let's take a look at the diagrams for these 2 sentences. He is very handsome. 他非常帅，他非常帅。非常 is the chunk that goes to the higher pitch layer. And within 非常, 长 is the second pinyin with the tone mark, so 长 goes to the first layer. 他非常帅，他非常帅。The next one, he is a handsome guy. 他是帅哥，他是帅哥。So the highest pitch fall on the verb 是。Among the 2 pinyin chunk 帅哥, 哥 is the last pinyin with tone mark, so 哥 at the second layer. And 他 and 帅 at the lowest layer. So let's see. Together it will be 他是帅哥，他是帅哥。非常好。More examples. His older sister is a doctor. The verb is 是, so highest pitch falls on 是. And remember the neutral tone is higher than the third tone. So here will be 他的姐姐，他的姐姐。一个医生，生 is the last pinyin of this chunk, and it's a 4 pinyin chunk, so we apply the rule, light stress. 一个医生，一个医生。So all together, it will sound like 他的姐姐是一个医生，他的姐姐是一个医生。非常好。Another example. I bought coffee machine and Brazilian coffee this year. 我今年买了咖啡机和巴西咖啡。Here, we can see that there are 4 chunks. Maybe some of you may wondering why 和 we do not put it as 1 chunk. It's better not just put 1 single pinyin as 1 chunk. It's better just to put this 和 either with the chunk before or the chunk later. And then in this sentence, the stress should fall on the verb, which is 买了, 买了. Again, 了 the neutral tone higher than the third tone. They falls in the first layer. 我今年年咖啡机机和巴西咖啡啡。So 年机 and 啡 they are the last pinyin of each chunk. They fall into the second layer, and the rest of the pinyin all falls into the third layer. So the whole sentence will sound like 我今年买了咖啡机和巴西咖啡。我今年买了咖啡机和巴西咖啡。Very good. The next one. Grandpa right now is inside. 爷爷现在在里面。There are 2 在The first 在 is part of the word right now. 现在，现在。The second 在 is a verb to be at in front of the location. So the second 在 the verb falls into the first layer. So the whole sentence will be 爷爷现在在里面。 However, if we say grandpa right now is swimming inside, now we add swimming in the sentence. Swimming is the main action. So this part, the verb should move to the highest layer. And 在里面, now it's just a location concept chunk. So this part go back to the normal layer. So together, now the new sentence will be 爷爷现在在里面游泳。爷爷现在在里面游泳。Very good. The next one, he prepared a gift for me. 他给我准备了一个礼物。他给我准备了一个礼物。准备了 to prepare is the verb. Goes to the first layer. 我 and 物 are the last pinyin of their chunk. Second layer, the rest third layer. 他给我准备了一个礼物。他给我准备了一个礼物。非常好。More examples. This clothes is too expensive. The degree adverb is too. 太 So this sentence will be 这件衣服太贵了。这件衣服太贵了。Another example. 他的朋友特别厉害。Here, the first chunk and the last chunk, the last pinyin is the neutral tone. So we have no choice to put the stress on the pinyin before the neutral tone. That will be 朋 and 力. They fall into the second layer. And the degree adverb 特别 in the first layer. So the sentence together will be 他的朋友特别厉害。他的朋友特别厉害。Very good. The last example of today is the coffee made by this coffee machine is really tasty. 这个咖啡机做的咖啡真的好喝。So 真的 the degree adverb first layer, and 非 and 喝 they are the last pinyin in their chunk, go to the second layer. And here in this sentence, the description for coffee is really long, so it's better to put an actual stress on 机 to make the concept more clearly. So what kind of coffee? The coffee made by this coffee machine. 这个咖啡机做的咖啡真的好喝。这个咖啡机做的咖啡真的好喝。Perfect. Well, here I have a good news for you. All the examples that we saw today, I have already recorded them sentence by sentence in an AI platform, which you can copy and paste the link under this video to get free access. You can practice by recording your own voice, and the AI platform will give you immediate feedback. So you can keep recording, practice until you get everything in green color. And for the next episode, I will introduce you more pronunciation rules for the Chinese sentences. Thank you very much for joining me today. See you next time. 再见。